This film came from a really fun place. When I was in science class, I was looking at the periodic table of elements, and it's a bunch of blocks sitting on top of each other with these different elements and their atomic numbers. But that reminded me of apartment complexes that I grew up in New York, and with all these different families living on top of each other. When I started trying to draw some of the radioactive materials as characters, it got pretty difficult, and so I boiled it down to earth, water, fire, air.
Could you tell where my head was at when you found me?
Today's lesson will take you to Element City, the main location from the 2023 Disney Pixar movie Elemental. The residents of the city are fire, water, earth, and air people. Each type has its unique personality and ability related to its element. You will first watch the video with the subtitles, then you will learn some of the most important vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation, and finally, you will test your comprehension by watching the clip one more time, this time without subtitles, and answering some of our quiz questions. If you are new here, please subscribe to our channel. It really helps us grow, and this way you will indulge yourself in weekly English lessons just like this one, designed to help you understand your favorite movies and TV series without getting lost, without missing the jokes, and without subtitles. I hope you will learn a ton with us today, and give this video a like, and also hit that bell down below to never miss any of our new lessons. And now I invite you on a tour of Element City.
Meet the residents of Element City. Air usually has their head in the clouds.
Oh, my new jacket!
Earth can be a little seedy.
Nothing weird going on here.
Just a little pruning. Water is always getting into something. And fire, as ordered, we run a little hot.
This shop is dream of our family. Someday it'll all be yours.
But we all live by one simple rule.
Elements cannot mix.
The pipe squished me all out of shape.
Dang. Meet the residents of Element City. Air usually has their head in the clouds.
Oh, my new jacket!
When you are not paying attention to what is happening around you, you are lost in your own thoughts. You have your head in the clouds. This expression is used here because the air people of this town are in the shape of a cloud. Check out this example.
Worse, I'm a mother. He's gone all hours of the night. His head is constantly in the clouds. He started dotting his equations with tiny hearts.
Earth can be a little seedy.
Nothing weird going on here.
Just a little pruning.
That's a very interesting word here, seedy. Yes, it may mean with lots of seeds, but it also means looking dirty, not safe, and possibly connected with some illegal activities.
Now if you get out of my way.
But it doesn't look safe, and the guy running it looks a little seedy.
To prune means to trim or cut away outgrown or weakened parts of a plant. When spring comes, I do some pruning in my garden.
Water is always getting into something.
Now here, we understand the phrase get into something as get into some trouble. But generally, it's about getting involved into something or getting interested in something. For example, I've been getting into yoga recently. Here's an interesting example of always plus present continuous. When you see or hear sentences like this, the speaker wants to express some annoyance or frustration. Note that we can also use the verb to be in sentences like, "Why are you being so rude?" That means that this person is being rude at this very moment, and we don't like it. You can try to use Always plus present continuous to share about someone's behavior that you don't like and share your sentences in the comments below. Check out these examples.
Please attempt to be a gentleman. But she is being so difficult.
Gently.
And run through walls. And he's always interrupting me.
Let me finish. He plays leapfrog?
And I have another one for you. I'm always forgetting the new words I learn. Maybe it's time for me to try out our real-life English app. By the way, we took care of it and created a deck of flashcards with all the words for today's lesson.
And fire? As ordered, we run a little hot.
When someone's character is described as running hot, it typically means they are easily angered, passionate, or prone to intense emotional reactions, just like Amber from Elemental. She's struggling with her bursts of anger. You can use it in a sentence like this one. Be careful when discussing politics with him. He tends to run hot and can easily get upset. Let me come back a little and bring your attention to the flap T sound, or the sound duh in such words as water, little, and it'll.
Water, we run a little hot.
It is common in American English to pronounce the letter T as flap T when it's placed between the two vowels, water. Flap T will often occur between a vowel and a dark L because the dark L is made up of two sounds, the schwa sound, followed by the L sound. And if you play the words little, it'll, slow, you will hear the schwa sound, which is a vowel, so that's why we hear flap T. The same rule between two vowels.
Pipe squished me all out of shape.
Dang.
That's better.
Oh.
To squish or to squash means to squeeze and crush something with force so that it becomes flat or gets out of shape. If you say that someone is out of shape, it means the person is unfit or not in good physical condition. Pay attention to the connected speech here. The off gets reduced and linked to out. Out of shape. Outer has a flap T sound, duh. Out of shape. This is funny because Wade feels that he's out of shape when actually he looks quite fit. It just wasn't his usual shape. And we could understand from Amber's reaction that she was impressed by his muscles. Dang is a mild swear word used instead of damn to express surprise or anger.
Whoa. Dang! Oh, look! Gives me little goosies every time.
Dang, we are working hard today! Guys, if you want to remember the new English words better, we have something special for you. The deck of flashcards with all the words from today's lesson that you can find on our Real Life English app. The link will be in the description under this video. With the flashcards, you will get to learn and review the words, their pronunciation, and the example sentences. The advanced technology that we're using in the app will help you memorize the words in the most efficient way. And the coolest part is, you can always put your learning into practice by having short conversations in English with other English learners. We will now watch the scene where Amber and Wade meet each other for the very first time, and you will learn even more cool expressions and connected speech that you can use in your real-life English conversations.
Dang.
Oh, that pipe squished me all out of shape. That's better.
Dude, just get out of here. I gotta clean this mess before my dad sees what I did.
Ooh, actually... I'm afraid I'm gonna have to write you a ticket.
A ticket?
Yeah, I'm a city inspector, and this pipe is definitely not up to code.
I sucked a city inspector into our pipes?
I know. Ironic, right?
Stop messing with that!
Well, I need to make sure it's solid.
Everything's solid. I should know. My dad rebuilt this place himself.
Wait, your dad did?
Yes, with his bare hands. Every brick and board. It was a ruin when he found it.
Wow. He did all of this himself? Without permits? I'm gonna have to write that up too. First, I'm sucked into a pipe and now I have to write citations that can get this place shut down. Oh gosh, it's just too much.
Shut us down?
I know, it's awful!
No, you can't shut us down, please. This is a big day for me. It's our red dot sale.
Hey, take it easy. This is as hard on me as it is on you.
Get back here.
Sorry, I gotta get these to City Hall before the end of my shift.
Before we jump into breaking down the vocabulary and pronunciation in this part, let me give you some context. So in the scene, we see Amber, who has to run the shop on a red dot sales day, something like a Black Friday. But she quickly becomes overwhelmed by the amount of customers and their bad habits, so she runs down to the basement where her emotions explode. The pipes break and fill the place with water, which brings an unexpected guest, a water guy, Wade, who also happens to be a city inspector.
That's better.
Dude, just get out of here. I gotta clean this mess up for my dad. Sees what I did.
Dude is a slang greeting term, an informal way to address another man. It is similar to the words pal, buddy, bro, and mate. Let's practice some connected speech with the phrase, get out of here. Amber wants this water guy out of her basement. That's why we hear she emphasized the word out.
Just get out of here.
The T sound in get is a stop T. We don't actually hear it. Then the T in out is followed by off, and merging together they form a flap T sound. Outa. And off gets reduced to an of. Try to repeat after Amber.
Just get out of here. I gotta clean this mess up for my dad. Sees what I did.
I have got to becomes I gotta, with a flap T and a schwa sound, and then she pronounces the rest of the sentence very quickly, stressing the words dad and did. What I did morphs together into what I did, with the T sound in what changing into a flap T before I. Before my dad sees what I did.
Out of here. I gotta clean this mess up for my dad. Sees what I did. I gotta clean this mess up for my dad. Sees what I did.
Now it's your turn. Try to mimic the sentence. Repeat after Amber the same way as she says it here.
Just get out of here. I gotta clean this mess up for my dad. Sees what I did.
Great job! By the way, to clean the mess means to tidy up, to make things tidy, organized, and free of dirt again. And did you notice the grammar point here? Look at this part again.
I gotta clean this mess up for my dad. Sees what I did.
Amber has to clean up now so that her father doesn't see the mess later. The second part refers to the future, so why do we have present simple here? That's because we have here this word before that introduces the second part of the sentence. Remember, in time clauses, after the words before, until, when, as soon as, we use present simple tense when referring to the future. How about a quick exercise? Choose the correct form of the verb. In all these examples, you should use present simple in the time clause. Let's move on to the next expressions from our clip.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to write you a ticket.
A ticket?
Yeah, I'm a city inspector, and this pipe is definitely not up to code.
Wade is a city inspector, an official appointed by the city government to inspect and ensure compliance with regulations and codes. He makes an observation that the pipe is not up to code, which means it doesn't meet established standards, so he has to report on it or write a ticket, an official document noting some violation. You heard him say, "I'm afraid." Well, he's not afraid here, right? This phrase is used to express polite or formal apology or regret. Wade apologizes that he has to report on them.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to write you a ticket.
A ticket?
Yeah.
Have to becomes have to, and both words write and ticket have a stop T at the end. Have to write you a ticket.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to write you a ticket. I'm a city inspector, and this pipe is definitely not up to code.
Now let's look closer at the phrase not up to code. The T sound in not becomes a flap T, not up. and to is reduced to a t plus schwa sound, ta. So what we hear is not up to code, not up to code.
And this pipe is definitely not up to code. I'm a city inspector, and this pipe is definitely not up to code.
I sucked a city inspector into our pipes?
I know. Ironic, right?
Stop messing with that!
Weight was sucked in through the pipe. When you are drinking your juice, that's probably what you are doing. You are sucking in your juice through a straw. And that's exactly what happened to Wade when he got into the basement through the broken pipe. But that's also a funny play on words here, because the phrase to get sucked into something also has another meaning. It means to get involved in a situation, very often without your intent.
I can't find Lucky anywhere.
Well, maybe he got sucked into a parallel dimension.
An ironic situation is often unexpected, weird, humorous, or paradoxical. In this case, it's ironic that Amber got a city inspector sucked into the basement that had so many safety violations.
I know. Ironic, right?
Stop messing with that!
Well, I need to make sure it's solid.
Everything's solid. I should know. My dad rebuilt this place himself.
We already looked at the word mess early in the lesson, and in that context, it meant dirt, disorder. Here, though, to mess with something means to fiddle, to handle something without care. Like in these sentences. He messed with the remote control until it got broken. Children often mess with things out of curiosity. When said about people, like, don't mess with me, it means don't start an argument with me, don't touch me, leave me alone. Check both meanings in these examples.
Someone sent this to the ad agency last night. Who messed with my computer?
None of my...
You mess with my friends, you mess with me.
Something solid is firm and stable, strong and not easily broken or damaged. The simple phrase I should know has an interesting meaning behind it. By saying I should know, Amber implies that she saw that with her own eyes. She knows what she's talking about. Interestingly, if we change it to I should have known, it changes the meaning completely. I should have known means that you wish you knew about something, but you didn't know, and now you regret it.
Wait, your dad did?
Yes, with his bare hands. Every brick and board. It was a ruin when he found it.
Wow. He did all this himself? Without permits? I'm gonna have to write that up too.
When Amber says that her dad built it all with his bare hands, she says that he did it himself, probably with no help from others and without any tools. When a place is described as a ruin, it means it is severely damaged or destroyed. It is in a very bad condition. You may probably know that before you start any construction project, you should obtain official permission or authorization. Without permits means without having those official documents. That's a rude violation, so Wade has nothing to do but to write that up. In other words, to officially record this violation.
I'm gonna have to write that up too.
Let's break down the connected speech. I'm going to is contracted to I'm gonna. Have to again turns into have to, like early in the scene. T from write merges with the following the sound. Write that. And T at the end of that becomes a flap T before the vowel. That up. So we hear, I'm gonna have to write that up too. I'm gonna have to write that up too.
I'm gonna have to write that up too. I'm gonna have to write that up too.
There are so many verbs in this one single sentence. Is it confusing to you? Let's have a look at each of them briefly. Going to expresses the future action. Wade is going to write the ticket. Have to expresses the obligation. Wade must write the ticket. And finally, the phrasal verb write something up means to write a record.
First, I'm sucked into a pipe and not the right citations. I can get this place shut down. Oh gosh, it's just too much.
Shut us down?
Citations are official documents issued for a violation of rules or regulations, often accompanied by a fine or penalty. In this case, it may be as serious as shutting the place down. To shut down means to close or cease operations.
You, Bunny!
Sir, if you ever
grievance. You may contest your citation in traffic court.
What are you talking about?
Whoa, who are you?
FBI, we're shutting this place down.
No, you can't shut us down, please. This is a big day for me. It's our red dot sale.
Hey, take it easy. This is as hard on me as it is on you.
Get back here.
Sorry.
Amber tries to stop Wade, saying that it's a big day for her because she was trusted to run a shop on a big sales day. Note the connected speech in shut us down. The T sound in shut turns into a flap T before the vowel and all three words merge together. Shut us down. Then Wade asks her to cool off, to calm down. He says, take it easy, and we hear the same flap T. Take it easy. Something hard is something firm, solid, but when you say it is hard on me, you mean that the situation is being difficult or stressful for you. And by using the construction as, he emphasizes that the situation is equally stressful for both of them. You can also say, don't be hard on him, or don't be hard on yourself, encouraging to be more relaxed and not criticize or judge someone or yourself. That was a great lesson today. Guys, you worked so hard, and remember, don't be so hard on yourself, especially when you forget some of the new words you're learning. Repetition is key. That's why I can't recommend you enough our Real Life English app. There you will find all the words and expressions from today's lesson that you can learn, review, memorize, and use in your real-life English conversations. And now, it's time for a test.
Water is always getting into something.
What does it mean to get into something?
Dang.
Ugh, that pipe squished me all out of shape. That's better.
Dude, just get out of here. I gotta clean this mess before my dad sees what I did.
Ooh.
Choose the correct sentence.
Actually, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to write you a ticket.
A ticket?
Yeah, I'm a city inspector, and this pipe is definitely not up to code.
I sucked a city inspector into our pipes?
I know. Ironic, right?
Stop messing with that!
Well, I need to make sure it's solid.
Everything's solid. I should know. My dad rebuilt this place himself.
Wait, your dad did?
Yes, with his bare hands. Every brick and board.
What do you hear?
It was a ruin when he found it.
Wow. He did all this himself? Without permits? I'm gonna have to write that up too. First I'm sucked into a pipe and now I have to write citations. I can get this place shut down. Oh God!
Choose the more appropriate synonym to the word permits.
It's just too much!
Shut us down?
I know! It's awful!
No, you can't shut us down, please. This is a big day for me. It's our red dot sale.
Hey, take it easy. This is as hard on me as it is on you.
Get back here.
Sorry, I gotta get these to City Hall before the end of my shift.
How can you paraphrase this sentence? This is as hard on me as it is on you. That's it for today, guys, and if you enjoyed learning with us today, go and check out this next lesson. See you next time. Bye.
You know, pal, she's the one. That's it. She is the one.
I'm happy for you.
Oh, and thanks for hooking me up with those reservations.
Oh, no problem. They're under the name Googly Bear.
Oh, good idea. You know, that wasn't very funny. What the? Wazowski!
What do you know? It scares little kids and little monsters.
I wasn't scared. I have allergies.